So I am just about to complete my 1 year working as a full-time web developer in a hyping startup and being a final year college student in India. So like all of you, when I was in the first or second year of my college, I used to hear this thing that there is just one single thing that is very, very important from the perspective of placements. Means if you know that thing, then you can crack placement in any big company in this world. So that was the thing that was told to me when I was in the second year of my college. So that the thing is DSA. So considering the current scenario, is DSA really important now? If yes, then why? And if not, then why? Okay. And is DSA something that you would be using after placements, or it's just for the sake of getting placement only? Okay. So we would be talking about that in detail, because this is something that is very, very confusing for most of the students, because they personally DM me that, Bhaiya, should I prepare for DSA or not? Because this is something that is just helping me to get the job, but in the job I am using something else. So should I even give that much time? Should I give around 8 to 10 months to this particular skill or this particular thing? So that is quite confusing for most of the students and beginners specifically. So we would be talking about that in detail. So without wasting our time, let's get started. So hey guys, Rahul here, and in today's video we are going to talk about one of the most confusing topics, that is DSA really worth the effort? Would you be using this after your placements or not? Would you be using it in your daily purpose or not? Or is it just a thing to get the placement only? Okay, we are going to discuss that. So the point number one that comes in the mind of every beginner is why DSA? What actually the DSA is, and why only this thing has gotten so much bigger that the big tech companies like Facebook, Amazon and Google, they have considered it as one of their major criteria of selection of software developers. Let me tell you, look, DSA is not some kind of technology like Flutter or React that you would be using in your company. Okay, DSA is just the concept building of your coding. Okay, suppose when you were the beginner, when you started studying in your earlier days, you were in playgroup. Okay, so what teacher used to teach you was the alphabetical orders A, B, C, D. Then you start framing words, then you start framing sentences. So the DSA is that ABCD of your sentence formation of your coding world. You can understand this from this analogy. So means that DSA is the basic building block, and that would help you to enhance your coding skills, that would help you to enhance your thinking skills, enhance your analytical skills, so that you can apply them in the real world problems. Like the topics like time complexity or space complexity, these things matters a lot in DSA, and these things teaches a developer about how to fetch the data within time and how to take the least space, and these things helps the developer to develop a better app or a better platform. Okay. So in short, we can say DSA is the building block or conceptual building part of your coding or programming skills. And it is not true that DSA is the only thing that will help you to build your core concepts. Okay, you can directly start from HTML, CSS, JavaScript or React or Angular, any framework in the world. That would take your similar efforts and similar time to help you to become a better developer. But the DSA is, we can say, the most generalized thing that the developer community accepts. So that's why the good tech companies also, they have generalized it as a criteria of selection. Okay. So that is the thing. And talking about that, is DSA is really important? Look, nothing is important. Okay, if you are currently a web developer and you think that web is your world or Android is your world and you are good at it, then why would you switch to DSA? Okay, you have enough experience, then you can directly apply for the jobs and get the exposure from other companies as well. Okay, so then why would you learn DSA? But if you are in Indian college specifically and you don't have that much skill set, you don't have that much experience with the tech, and you want to start your career at least, then you should definitely prepare for DSA. Because that is the thing that is asked in most of the interviews, in the technical interviews currently in India. So considering the current scenario, yes, you should definitely learn DSA if your goal is to get a decent placement on campus or off campus, specifically in countries like India. And the scenario number two, who should not learn DSA? If you are a pro developer or if you are a good developer and you have enough opportunities for you, then you should definitely not switch to DSA, because that would be a waste of time from my perspective for you, because you have enough skill set, then you should go deep in that. You should make yourself more valuable. So rather than switching to a completely different path, or because DSA requires concept building and learning a lot of concepts. Okay. So rather than that, I would suggest you to just keep going on your development path, so that you can excel in that field and you would have a lot more opportunities available for you over there. Okay. So I think I have cleared your doubt that why you should learn DSA or why not. And the final verdict that I want to give you is DSA is not used in any of the companies. Okay. Yeah, it's concepts that I told you earlier, time complexity, space complexity, and much more concepts like graph nodes, etc. These concepts are also used, and their some part is applied in the tech world, because obviously because these things are very much related to each other. So yeah, they are used, not directly like you are using English or trees or like that, something like that, no. But yes, their application is used in development purposes, so we can say that. So DSA is not used directly, but yes, its applications or the practice that you have done by learning the DSA, that helps a lot, and that helps you to understand. Means now when I read code after giving so much time in DSA skills, now when I read any code in any of the programming language, then most of the times I understand, okay, what that code is doing. Okay, so this is what your practice to DSA does to you. So it doesn't train you about how to do development, but it will train your brain to read the code, to analyze the code very nicely. Okay, so this is what the DSA do to you. So at last, the choice is yours that you should do DSA or not. It completely your choice. So if you like this video, then please don't forget to drop a like, and you can follow me on socials as well. And I will be getting the next video. Till then, goodbye.